Harihi Om Tats, Harihi Om Tats, Jaya Guru, Jaya Guru. First of all, I would like you to understand that meditation is an exclusive inner practice. I think I feel like repeating the sentence at least 100 times. Whatever you do will not become meditation unless it is completely focused on your mind and intelligence, which are inside the body, we can say. Actually, they are not part of the physical body. The physical body is matter and energy, an aggregate of both. All the matter and energy do not have anything like sentience. They are inert, like steel, clay, aluminium, stone, like that. Our body consists of what? Bone, skin, hair, water, blood. All these are matter, like earth, water, air, and energy, fire. We are hot also. Both matter and energy do not have any power to feel or sense. At the same time, we have feeling, sensing, etc. It is not given to us by the body. It is given to us by the inner presence, which functions as the mind and intelligence. Now, by meditation, what we are trying to bring about, not changes in the biological body, but changes in the inner personality of mind and intelligence. So, meditation is always a mento-intellectual pursuit. This will you accept and understand. So, in order to meditate, what therefore should first be done is keep the body still and not active. That is why we pick up an asana and sit on it cross-legged, interlock our fingers, put them on the lap, then try to be as erect as possible. Then close your eyes. You cannot close the ears and sound. Let it be open. Because one organ being open is good. It is necessary also. So in meditation, it is a mental-intellectual practice. You should not use any other part. That is why puja is not meditation, prayer is not meditation, asana is not meditation, mudra is not meditation, pranayama is not meditation, yoga kriyas are not meditation. Meditation means the whole body should keep quiet. In my life, I have meditated sitting, I have meditated standing on my head, I have also meditated totally lying. I will put one foot over the other and I will put the hands like this, palms. People will say we will sleep off, but I have never slept off. So in my instruction for meditation, I always say sleep well and comfortably. When you have slept enough, where is the question of sleeping further? So when you are putting your body intact on the floor, but don't lie on a bed. I would like you to lie on a mat or maximum a bed sheet folded 2 times or 3 times. That's all, not more than that. And do not have any pillow. It is called shavasana. It is an asana just like that of a dead body. Then you get the whole of your mind. You don't have to spend time and attention on keeping the body erect. And you will not also complain, Swamiji, I am meditating and my head is drooping. No, not at all. Now, after this, what will you do? You should apply your mind. So in Bhagavad Gita, in the 6th chapter, the first part speaks about preparing an asana, sitting there, keeping the body, neck and head erect, then looking at the tip of the nose. All these are physical disciplines, but in actual meditation, these are not necessary at all. Even in our Vedic life, there is no reference to asana. We only have a wooden plank to be supporting our buttock our feet will be on the floor and the asana will be on the plank. That gives you a better pose. And people go on chanting, 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 chanting. So the Vedas chanted in their own specific form and tune. That generally implies pranayama. They don't have to practice it separately. When we recite poetry, one line of a poetry, if you recite properly, a lot of breath has to be held. Asti swastyayanam samasta jagadam abhyasta lakshmi stanam. See, unless you hold your breath, you will not be able to chant. Asti swastyayanam samasta jagadam abhyasta lakshmi stanam. Vastudhvastarajastamo bhiranisham nyastam. See, I lack breath now. Purastadiva asti swastyayanam samasta jagadam abhyasta lakshmi stanam. Vastudhvastarajastamo bhiranisham nyastam purastadiva. So in chanting, you automatically get breath control. So pranayama is separately not necessary. Separately not necessary. And our voice is very close to the mind. Letters and words cannot come out without mental application. Naturally, conversely, the opposite of it is also true. Through sound, you can handle the mind. You chant the shloka properly, that means mind application. Then listening to it, mind application. Verifying the ucharana, the pronunciation, mind application. And associating the meaning. Brahma pratyaya santadir jagatato brahmaiva sat sarvataha. Brahma pratyaya santadir jagatato brahmaiva sat sarvataha. See, when you pronounce the letters, Brahma pratyaya santadir jagadato brahmaiva sat sarvataha. This one line if you chant 25 times, you will find all the mind control possible. So in actual meditation, you take a physical pose and finished. No more thought about the body. Then you enter into the mind arena, the mind quadrangle, so to say. How will you enter? You can enter there only with a thought. That is why I say optional thought. You enter there through a thought. It's not a physical entry. Whatever nama you have, you chant, or whatever mantra you have been given, you chant the mantra. And try to preserve the mantra like a little child on your palm. There should be no force. It should be a facile process. Facile process. Never use force. Chant, chant, chant. It is not chanting, revolving the mantra in your mind. Revolving, revolving, revolving. When you start revolving, there may be distraction. Therein lies meditation. When distractions come, don't fight with them. Preserve your mantra. When it goes, preserve your mantra. Suppose the distraction is very deliberate, then spend a little time with the distraction and argue within yourself. Yes, this is it. I shall come back to you. Leave me for the time being. Spirituality says that meditation does not settle properly when you have three desires. One is bodily desire, then scriptural desire, and worldly desire. Deha vasana, shastra vasana, loga vasana. So if these three you should not have. So when the distraction comes, try to identify it and then reassure yourself that these vasanas are a hindrance. So if you spend a little time on the hindrance, it will subside. Then come back and start your own practice. If you are able to keep your practice for 5 minutes or 6 minutes or 7 minutes, what I want to say, you may not believe, your mind itself will stop. The chanting will stop. That is what we want. We want the chanting to stop. Means what? There will be nothing in the mind. There will be no thought process at all. When that stage is reached, never question, never try to distract, simply remain there. It's actually a sleep, but within wakefulness. Shankara would put it this way. Nirvikarataya vrittya brahmakarataya punaha vritti vismaranam samyak samadhir jnana samyakaha. Your vritti should be without any vigara, change. But without vigara, what should you do? Brahma vritti should be practiced. When without disturbance, without distraction, Brahma vritti remains in your mind, that Brahma vritti itself will be vritti vismaranam. That Brahma vritti also will be dropped. So you get the mind to think in a certain manner. And that certain thinking remains for a while. No distraction. That also stops. Means the mind process itself stops. This is called samadhi. Samadhir jnana samyaka. It may remain for a while. How much you cannot say, because when the mind itself stops, thought process itself stops, you lose touch with time, place and personality. When you wake up, you can say how much if you look into the watch. Otherwise, no method of saying at all. Can you say how much you have slept? It may be 5 minutes, 50 minutes, 500 minutes. When the vritti vismarana comes, never disturb it. When thought process comes, if you like to continue, you continue or get up. This vritti vismarana state will generally increase. How long will it take and how long can you increase? After all, we are working within living within the fold of nature. So nature cannot put you to 10 hours, 15 hours, 20 hours, 100 hours of meditation. It will be a disruption for everybody. So you can get 1 hour, 1.5 hours, maximum 2 hours. 1 hour, anything about this way, plus minus is okay. After that, it should be a life of wisdom, jnana. What is the jnana? What happened to me? I was chanting out of my own option and will. The chanting stopped. There was total forgetfulness or disconnection. What happened to me? Who disconnected me? Where was I? What is the difference between the disconnected state and the connected one? Where did I go? When there are thoughts, I say there are thoughts. When there is no thought, what shall I say? No thought is a negative description. What is a positive description? What is that judged on its own basis? To find an answer is your skill, discretion, astuteness, alertness, etc. There are some people who remain like this for the whole janma and they are not able to discern it. You are finding the very source of the mind and thought. When you find the source of the mind and thought, what do you mean? Is there anything further to know? You have to know that all other things are from this. Brahma pratyaya santadir jagadato brahmaiva sat sarvadaha. The world which is born of Brahman, it is always Brahmic Brahman. If all your mind and thought processes have come from this source, then all the thought processes are nothing but the source. Can you come to that conclusion? If you can, then have it and work on it. Then what is the goal? It is in Brahma Vidya Abhyasa. Imam cha agartrimanandam tavat sadhu samabhyased Vashyo yavakshanat pumsaha prayuktasan bhavet swayam. This agrutrama ananda, an artificial bliss, will have to be practiced as much as you want, so long as you can. Until at last, you are able to reach there anytime at will. I am speaking to you. I stop speaking. When I stop speaking, do you know what happens to me? My whole body, that is the perimeter of my personality, biological personality, that whole body becomes luminous, vibrant, sensation-full. There is no difference between the eyes and nose, and then the ear, the mouth, the hands and the feet. It is just like an iron ball put into a furnace and completely heated. When it becomes heated, what will happen to it? It will become red hot, fire itself. But what has become fire? The iron ball. Is the iron ball visible there? No. What is it now? It is virtually iron. Like that, the whole body will become luminous. There will be no thought of there is the mind, there is the thought, this is disturbance, that is disturbance, thoughtful, thought-free. No such discussion will be there. Vashyo yavakshanat pumsaha prayuktasan bhavet swayam. I don't know why I say this. You have asked me, so I say I am a fool. That is why I say this. So meditation will not become a protracted or a specially prepared effort. Anytime you can get into that original state, simply. Now this is the climax. Then what next? Shankara puts it this way, Nimeshardham natishthandi vrittim brahmamayim vina yatha trishtandi brahmadhyah sanagadyah shukadeha. Once you have gained this mastery, where the difference between the source of the mind and the mind, that difference loses itself, then even for half a second, you won't remain without Brahmavritti. Like yatha tushthandi brahmadhyah sanagadyah shukadeha. Brahma and the others, Sanaga and the others, Shuka and the others. 3 rows of people. My dear souls, this is jnana, Brahma jnana. It is attained in this manner. To me, all of you have come here only for this. But whether you try for it, try to understand it that way, practice it, try to evaluate yourself, verify yourself, and find out what are the obstacles to my wisdom, obstacles to my wisdom, obstacles to my wisdom. Can you say, I am, I am, I am, I am, I am, I am that amness, I am that I-ness, no matter what I do, what I speak, what I think. The I and the am, they do not change. And I am happy with any experience. I am not looking for a specific experience. Now all these things will have to grow from your meditative absorption. Hari Om Tats Jaya Guru.